Welcome to our today's study, our today classes. Today, you're going to check on hormonal contraceptives. These are the family planning methods which use hormonal contraceptive. I will dwell majorly on the short-term hormonal contraceptive, and then for the one long-term hormonal contraceptive, I will handle it in the next class, even as we do the long-term methods. So on the hormonal contraceptive, we usually have implants, it's the long-term contraceptive method. I'll handle it in the next class so that I can explain it more. And because most of you showed interest, so allow me just hold it in for now, and then I'll handle it in the next class. You also have injectable. That's commonly called depot in short form. That's an injection which we give for 3 months, and then you have progesterone only or contraceptive. These are the pills which you take. Mostly in Kenya, we give for women who are breastfeeding mothers, and then we have combination oral contraceptive. These are daily pill we give any mom who is not lactating, who is not breastfeeding, and also it's the drug that we use mostly for hormonal balancing. Also, we have contraceptive vaginally, which is not a very popular method, but we shall still go through it briefly. So on an injectable, we call it mostly depot. Depot is usually a 3-month drug. So it's usually a suspension of microcrystal of a synthetic progestin that is injected in intramuscular, mostly inject either on the hand. Some people will inject on the gluteus, depending on the muscles. So some will inject at the back, some will inject at the hand. So it can be injected anywhere that there is large muscles. Pharmacologically, the levels are achieved within 24 hours of injection, which means after you have been injected depot, you are safe 24 hours after the injection. So it reacts by inhibition of ovulation with suppression of follicle-stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. So mostly the ingredients injected, they suppress follicular stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. That's affecting the release of progesterone, and you get shortage of progesterone, so you get hypoestrogenic state whereby the progesterone is a bit low. So a single dose is usually 150 milligram, and it suppresses ovulation for up to 15 weeks. So we give one dose to cover 3 months. So it's an extremely effective contraceptive option, and it doesn't really affect much weight, nor do we have major side effects related to the depot. But the failure rate also of depot, it's usually very low. It's usually below 0.3%. That means only 3 out of 100 women will get pregnant. So the main advantage is it does not produce very serious side effects because it doesn't give estrogen. So it doesn't bring that clotting factor, or does it? Commonly in layman language, they say thickening of the blood, which causes clotting factors. It diminishes anemia because you have shorter bleeding periods during your menses. Also, it decreases the cramps pain during menstruation. That's what we call dysmenorrhea. It also reduces the risk of endometrial and ovarian cancer are decreased because it affects the lining of the uterus. So it reduces the risk of endometrial and ovarian cancer. It contains no estrogen as per the content in that depot, thus making it suitable for women who cannot or will not take estrogen products. It's also safe for breastfeeding mothers. So in the breastfeeding mothers, you don't have to wait for the active breastfeeding weeks because it doesn't have estrogen, so it's not going to affect the milk production. It's not going to suppress the milk production, so it's safe even for the breastfeeding mother at any stage of the pregnancy. So some of the disadvantages, once you are done with the depot, when you want to conceive, then 50% of women are not able to conceive in the first year after they stop. So It gives like, we call it a secondary infertility, which may take 1 to 2 years, but most of them have reported it comes back after 2 years. So one of the major disadvantages, you don't get back to your normal cycle immediately after you stop. Also, I said earlier it doesn't make much weight gain, but from some studies done, one of the disadvantages I've seen it brings unwanted weight gain. Also, it depresses Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have been enlightened. Kindly subscribe to have an access to more of my upcoming classes on device health and lifestyle tips. In case you have a specific topic you want handled, or specific question you would like answered, or even get clarification on something I've said on my videos, please drop it on the comment section and I'll be prompt to give you responses. For appointment and private session, contact me via details on the video and I'll be ready to assist you. Thank you again for choosing me to guide you on health and lifestyle. This is King Mash. See you on the next one.